Okay guys, I'm going to make up another quick little video here. I've had several people where I've made a before and after shot of when I've buffed out and polished a pipe. And I've had several people ask to show what I'm using for buffing and to show me buffing out a pipe. So I figured I'd shoot a quick little video showing what I do. I'm just going to quick polish up the pipe that I just got done smoking, since it needs to be waxed anyway. So I'm just going to pull the camera off. I'm going to pan around, show you what I'm using for buffing, and then I'll shoot the buffing process. So, okay guys, now you're going to see me coming in and out of the picture here, but what I'm trying to show, this is my Triple E wheel on my buffer over here. This is a quick change out buffing wheel, and it's on a variable speed. Basically it's a grinder, but it's the only thing you can get that'll run low enough speed to run the buffing and polishing compound wheels. Otherwise your Canuba wax will get too hot. Fire up the wheel. This is the brown Triple E compound. You just put it on the wheel, give it a quick, put a little on the wheel. You can do this finer Triple E to clean up stems. Get especially on vulcanite stems, you can get rid of the oxidization that's on the stems. This is going to be a really boring video because and hopefully I can do this without firing a pipe or a stem across the room. It's been known to happen. You got to be careful about always keeping your bit tipped away from the... Don't let the wheels coming around this way. You don't want to tip the bit into it, or it'll flip the bit and pull it right out of your hand. Okay, that's got that pretty good. I don't know if this pipe really needs any Triple E ran on it. I'll do it anyway. Just got to watch out for sticking any squared edge into the, keep it tipped away from the, like I said, this is going to be a really boring video. Make sure you keep a really good hold on your pipe while you're working on it. Don't let it get away from you. This buffer is running at the lowest RPMs that it'll run at. The other thing to be careful of is when you're doing the top of the pipe to not let the buffing wheel catch the edge of the bowl and flip it. This is usually when you'll get a pipe to flip out of your hand. I know people ask to see this. It's going to be extraordinarily boring. Okay, now I gotta change my wheel over. I run a little white diamond on there. This is the white diamond compound. This is what puts the polish on your pipe and on both the stem and the wood. You can go through more steps than what I'm going to show you here today. I mean, I could go through both the super fine white diamond. This is the coarser white diamond. But this pipe is pretty well polished anyway. I'm just using this to clean up some of the oxidization off the stem. This really doesn't hurt the finish of the wood at all. If you got a pipe that's dirty like this one was from being handled, it just cleans off some of the oil from your hand, and this only works on pipes that don't have like a varnish or a lacquer finish on them. It has to be pipes that are just wood oil and wax and stain. What most of your better pipes are. So you wanted this video, it's boring. Now the next step we go to is putting on the Canuba wax. I'm doing this I do more when I finish a real pipe that I make. I go through a couple more steps, but this pipe is just getting cleaned up. I restored it a long time ago, so it just needed a cleaning is all it needed. This is a stick of Canuba wax. And this is my Canuba wheel. I kind of like to load the Canuba up pretty good when I do the wood. This is what brings out the real shine in your pipes. It's also why pipes dull out after you smoke them, because the wax gets hot, especially if you're like me and you smoke pipes pretty hard. And the wax literally comes off on your hand after a while. This is just for restoring. If you're making a pipe, it takes a lot longer to buff and wax the pipe out. These pipes this is an old custom built pipe that I restored a long time ago that just need to get polished back up again. You don't have to push real hard in these buffing wheels either. It'll transfer the wax over just because of the heat of the wheel. That's why you don't want a wheel spinning real fast, because on a regular grinder spins way too fast. And it actually melts the wax and it'll smear it. It won't really. Now this is something I do to my vulcanite stems, is I wax my vulcanite stems too, because it's obviously the stem doesn't get hot like the bowl of the pipe does. And by putting the Canuba wax on a vulcanite stem, they don't oxidize so fast. They won't get that schmutty, ugly looking right around where you've been smoking on them. They'll always wind up getting dull looking. You put the wax on there, it helps to avoid that. For a while anyway. Eventually the wax will wear out. And Canuba wax, you don't have to worry about having Canuba wax on a stem, because Canuba wax is the same thing they use to make pills shiny. Capsulated pills. That's the same thing they use to make the capsules on a pill shiny. They tumble the pills in Canuba wax. Be careful not to let these things get away from you. And that's about it. That's all there is to polishing a pipe out. I just take a yellow, it's a yellow flannel cloth, buffing cloth. When you're done, you'll have some white dust inside the pipe. I don't know if that'll show up or not. It ain't going to show up. But there's white dust inside the bowl of the pipe from the white diamond compound. Blue shop rag here. And you're going to have some Canuba wax dust and some white diamond dust inside the bowl. Wipe that out of there. Blow out any dust that's in the shank. You probably want to clean them out too before you smoke them again. And wipe off your fingerprints. And this ain't gonna, I don't know how good this will show up, but we can zoom in a little bit here and see what we can get. Whoops, wrong button. I keep pushing. The buttons on this thing are backwards. What you wind up with when you're done. Light in here's pretty good. It really polishes the top of this pipe. Shined right up. It was pretty flat. Some of these older pipes really don't hold a shine for very long. It seems like the wood just soaks up the wax after a while, but this will stay like this for months. And I just bring them back up here when they start looking a little shabby, or I want to take them into town. That's what you get on your hands from the transfer to the vulcanite when you're buffing. But that's what you wind up with when you're done. And you can see it shines the stem up real nice again. Get a nice shiny stem. So that's how you buff a pipe out. People wanted to see this video. It's going to be a awful long video. I might have to edit this down some, or maybe I can make it in 2 halves. We'll see. So there's your how to buff a pipe and what I use. So, well, for what it's worth, if you want to watch it, watch it. If not, it's pretty boring. We'll see you later.